Yesterday was Independence Day in America, a day synonymous with backyard barbecues and the sizzle of burgers on the grill. The air is filled with laughter, fireworks, and the mouth-watering aroma of grilling meat. Now think about this. What if the meat you're about to savor is not from a farm, but from a laboratory? Well, you might not have to wonder for long. In a world where scientific breakthroughs are becoming the norm rather than the exception, lab-grown meat is no longer a distant dream, but an impending reality. We're in a new era of food technology, where science is transforming the way we produce meat. It's challenging norms and promising to redefine the future of food. Our love for meat has historically revolved around hunting or farming animals. But imagine for a moment, scientists working diligently in a lab, leveraging animal stem cells to create meat. These cells, the elementary units of life, are fed a diet of amino acids and carbohydrates in petri dishes. This nurturing environment coaxes these cells to multiply and grow, eventually yielding meat that's surprisingly similar to its traditional counterpart. The process involves bioengineering techniques that strive to replicate the natural muscle tissue growth that occurs in animals. Various types of cells, including muscle cells, fat cells, and connective tissue cells, are cultured together to recreate the complex structure of meat. So, when you take a bite of that lab-grown burger, it's not just a mass of cells, but a carefully constructed matrix that mimics the texture, taste, and nutritional value of the real thing. But let's shift gears for a moment. You might be wondering, what about the nutritional value? Can lab-grown meat match up to the real deal? This comparison is a large aspect that often raises eyebrows. However, the possibilities here are endless. For example, it might be possible to engineer lab-grown meat to contain less saturated fat and more heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids. Or perhaps we could fortify it with vitamins and minerals that are typically less abundant in meat. The opportunities for nutritional enhancement are vast, and research is actively underway to unlock these potentials. In the lab, conditions can be accurately controlled, allowing scientists to optimize the growth conditions for the cells. This could, in theory, allow for the creation of meat with a healthier nutritional profile. It also opens the possibility of fortifying the meat with additional vitamins and minerals. The precision involved in lab-grown meat production could offer unique advantages in food safety. For instance, it could reduce, if not eliminate, the risk of bacterial contamination, a common concern with traditionally harvested meat. This ensures that every bite you take is not only rich in nutrients but also devoid of harmful bacteria. After all, this concept can invoke a feeling of unease. We're used to meat coming from living, breathing animals, and the idea of scientists creating it in a lab can seem unnerving. But rest assured, the entire process is closely regulated and goes through rigorous testing to ensure safety and quality. Yet this scientific marvel is not without its questions. For instance, what does this mean for you if you're a vegetarian or vegan? By the textbook definition, veganism abstains from consuming any form of animal products. Despite being devoid of slaughter, lab-grown meat still originates from animal cells, meaning it doesn't quite make the vegan cut. It does, however, introduce a new ethical dimension to the discourse around meat consumption. It eliminates the need for killing animals, offering a middle ground for those of you who are grappling with the ethical quandaries of meat eating. The sentiments among vegetarians are divided between intrigue and skepticism, with some open to trying this futuristic food. Cultured meat doesn't just impact our dining choices, it also intersects with our faiths and beliefs. Certain religions such as Hinduism, Islam, and Judaism have strict dietary rules. Whether lab-grown meat aligns with these tenets is a discussion still in progress. Now, you may be wondering about the cost. The first lab-created hamburger was a colossal $325,000 in 2012. However, as with all technologies, the price tag is expected to drop with advancements and large-scale production. The forecast: a price point of slightly over $11 for a burger made from cultured meat. The potential impact on the environment is also noteworthy. Conventional animal farming has a significant environmental footprint, contributing to deforestation, water pollution, and greenhouse gas emissions. Early signs indicate that this meat could be a greener alternative. It uses 45% less energy, occupies 99% less land and emits 96% fewer greenhouse gases compared to traditional beef. Water is another critical factor. It's estimated that lab-grown meat could potentially use up to 96% less water than traditional meat. This could make a significant difference, especially in regions where water scarcity is a pressing issue. This innovative approach isn't limited to just beef. Efforts are being made to produce lab-grown chicken, duck, and even dairy products, widening the variety of cultured food available to you. Parallel to lab-grown meat, there's another exciting development: plant-based. These replicate the taste and texture of meat using purely plant-derived ingredients, offering another innovative alternative for your meal plans. The journey from petri dish to your plate is still in its early days, and a definitive timeline remains uncertain. But it's clear that it presents a compelling shift in our food systems. But what does this mean for farmers and those employed in traditional meat production industries? Is this a threat to their livelihoods, or could it present new opportunities? The reality might be a complex interplay of both. As with any major shift, there will likely be disruption. However, this could also pave the way for new roles within the industry that we haven't yet envisioned, much like how the internet revolution spawned an array of jobs that didn't exist before. Speaking of jobs, lab-grown meat is a cutting-edge field marrying science and gastronomy, potentially creating a host of exciting career opportunities. You might be surprised to learn that cultured meat isn't just a domain for biologists and food scientists. It will also need engineers, ethicists, marketers, culinary specialists, and a range of other professionals. It's a budding industry where disciplines converge, creating a mosaic of opportunities. On the health front, lab-grown meat also holds promise. Consider this: it's possible to control the nutritional profile of cultured meat, tailoring it to promote better health. Imagine consuming meat that's engineered to be lower in unhealthy fats and higher in beneficial nutrients. That's a game changer, isn't it? And then there are the social implications to consider. Meat consumption is deeply entwined in our culture, traditions, and even our identities. How might these change when the meat on your plate no longer requires an animal sacrifice? What will this mean for religious practices and dietary laws across various cultures? These are profound questions that will need our collective contemplation and conversation. As we move forward, it's essential that we continue to scrutinize, to question, and to discuss, because it's not just about the choice of what we put on our plates, it's also about how these choices shape our world. So as always, stay curious, keep exploring, and let's dive into the mysteries of our universe together.